bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Operation Touch touching down at the Maurice Moore Primary School today, and from all accounts, a good time was had by all. Shashina Roll was there.
Pastor Simeon Alton and the Freedom Band taking over the morning assembly at the Maurice Moore Primary School. It could have been taken for a mini concert as students, teachers, and staff danced to the sweet sounds of gospel music, calypso style. Pastor Alton, who is also the president of a newly formed organization, Operation Touch, says that their message through music and words will touch primary school students on this island by encouraging them to remain focused.
Sometimes we sit around and complain about our children are not doing this, our children are not doing that. I thought, as a gospel artist, I can come in and make my contribution to our young men and our young women to let them know Christ is key. Education is just as important.
Principal at Maurice Moore, Mildred Roberts, says she's excited to be the first to witness Operation Touch in action.
I'm just extremely happy because Simeon is a friend of the school and he is always here. We could call upon him at any time, and Mr. Thompson is a friend of the school. Even though he is retired, he is always here to find out and to lend a helping hand and to share some encouraging words.
Alton says primary schools in the northern Bahamas can also be on the lookout for Operation Touch.
Generally, most of the schools here in Grand Bahama, and then we're going to take it to Bimini, and then we're going to take it to Abaco, then we're going to take it to Morse Island. So we want to do our part in the northern Bahamas to reach out and touch.
In a fun yet surprising twist, the students were asked to bring the best dancing teacher to the stage, and that's when the morning assembly turned all the way up. Shashina Roll, ZNS Network News.
A local organization doing its part to give back to the community. Reach Out Youth Organization launching its Mama's Kitchen feeding program in honor of cook Maylene Thomas. The feeding program will begin at 7:30 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. Monday through Friday at the Reach Out Community Center on Banyan Lane in Freeport for children. President of the organization, Dudley Said, says they will also provide a home-cooked meal twice a month from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for persons who may be having challenges.
We'll be providing a hot, I repeat, a hot breakfast for the kids in the inner city area. I did a walkabout throughout the community and had the opportunity to talk to a lot of the kids. A lot of kids were saying most of their difficulties going to school is having lunch and a hot meal in the morning. The program is going to cost us over $13,000. I think every money spent will be worth it. Hopefully their GPAs will go up because they have something hot in their stomach.
Several persons throughout the community have partnered with the organization, which includes Elnet Maritime, who presented a check to head of the care department, Jessica Butler. Pastor Robert Lockhart of Calvary Temple is encouraging other persons to get on board.
In the economy today, it's kind of difficult, for parents to feed their kids, with the way things are, and we are humbled that we are able to assist with the feeding program.
I want to make appeal to all of my fellow pastors and churches. We may not all have feeding programs, and we do not all have to have feeding programs. All we have to do is join in partnership with Outreach Ministry, and we can be participating also in providing a hot meal for our young men and women who, because of circumstances beyond their control.
Now, if you would like to help, you can contact the Reach Out Youth Organization office at 352-1206-441-1229 or dudley.sade@gmail.com. And now it is time to ask the doctor.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt. JP recently asked a question concerning blood clots. There are many reasons why someone can develop a blood clot. the more serious ones occurring in the deeper veins, what we call deep venous thrombosis or DVTs. Risk factors include prolonged sitting, for example, traveling on a long flight greater than 10 to 12 hours, prolonged bed rest, or permanently being confined to a bed, certain medications, such as birth control pills or patches, hormone therapy drugs, and some medications used to treat breast cancer, being obese, pregnancy, strong family history of blood clots, heart failure, irregular heart rhythms such as atrial fibrillation, smoking, or having an abnormal blood clotting disorder. Symptoms of a blood clot can vary depending on the location. If the clot is in the calf, you may experience pain and swelling, but if the blood clot has dislodged and traveled to the lungs, you may experience shortness of breath and chest pain. All blood clots are medical emergencies. If you think you may be having a blood clot from the risk factors or symptoms I mentioned, please call 919 or go to the nearest emergency room immediately. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Don't go away. Sports is up next with Ricardo Lightborn.